Okie dokie. Well, apparently my last attempt at streaming for some reason didn't actually stream when I built socks, and I didn't really feel like making CC today, or at least not yet. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make an apartment complex for the Not So Berry challenge. The orange generation requires a TLC apartment. Now, using the for rent stuff, I don't think we get TLC, but I can build it and add it manually later. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to floorplans.com. Actually, just kidding. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start the music. Yeah. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to go to floorplans.com. And I have in mind that I'm going to do a 3-story apartment complex. The bottom floor is going to have 3 one-bedroom apartments, the second floor is going to have 2 two-bedroom apartments, and the top floor is going to have a 3-bedroom apartment. So we're going to go to quick search. We're going to start with 1 bedroom, leave the baths vague, 1 floor, no garage, search house plans. Then we're going to look through our styles. Let's see. Need something fairly small, so total square feet we're gonna max at 500. And then wonder where the heck the filter button is. So I guess we'll just hit enter. We need something that doesn't have a recessed door because it's an apartment complex, and that would be kind of strange. But let's see. Okay, that's a Funkalicious house. I want that, but not now. Let's see. I picked ranch style because I'm trying to keep it to the 50s vibe, and I don't actually know what that is. But let's check this floor plan out. Where's the entrance? I'm guessing this is the entrance? Okay. Yeah. WD? I don't know what WD is. But that's fine. And the thing I like about these is they also conveniently give a rough idea on the things like beds and baths. So what I do when I trace it is I match it to that. We'll worry about this later. Now we open up the game and hope it doesn't have a surprise update like before. Because last time I opened up a game to test some CC, surprise, it updated. And then we wait while I talk about this morning's smoothie. We got caffeinated pina colada flavored water squirter, a dash of applesauce, a dash of lime juice, and 2 dashes of apple cider, along with a hefty scoop of vanilla protein powder, and coffee creamer. And of course, the ice that didn't fully blend. I still haven't found my microphone puff-proof thing that the cat stole. You stole it. No, I don't care. I don't care. And I'm going to be doing this completely without CC. And I'm building in Newcrest. Let's see. It's purple. Oh, right. So logically my next one down here is going to be this one. Not sure that's going to be big enough for what I want. I'm saving all this area, what is this, Llama Lagoon, for community lots. Mostly. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And Ridgeline Drive is going to be housing as well. I'm going to delete this because I've already saved it. Oops. Wrong button. That's fine. Yes, I know. Thank you. And I'm going to build it just as a regular residential because I found that sometimes when I'm uploading stuff, it messes up. And we're going to call it L'Orange. Please hold. I got to Google a thing. And the internet is being slow. That's fine. I'll just call it L'Orange for now. And when that search comes up, we'll fix it. So we take our on top replica, drop the opacity, and adjust it to where the bed on our screen is 2 squares by 3 squares. Okay. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I think this is too big of a plot. It's something not too much smaller than a 40 by 30, but Let's see, what do we got? 30, 20? That might work. Yeah, 30 by 20. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna need to do... Is that gonna be big enough to hold two? Let's see. Yes, it is, with a very narrow hallway. Let's go back to the big one then. Because 30 by 20 isn't gonna do it. 20 width. There's not a 30 by 30 anywhere, is there? There is, but I guess they'll have plenty of communal amenities. Width 2 by 3, excellent. We can put that here. And then what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and close it off. I don't know what the WH is. There we go. And we rotate. Boom. And I'll just manually mirror it later. And we want some stair access. That doesn't seem right. It's fine, I guess. Okay. Then I'm gonna close our on top replica and just have reference image open being reference imagey. Oop. I think I gave this an extra it's fine. I'm gonna move the closet a little bigger. I seriously don't know what WH is. Well, hi! What are you doing, Miles? He says, I'm excited, I'm a cat! I'm excited, I'm a cat! Actually... I'm gonna move these over one. No, I'm not. Because these need to be moved over one. Hi, Julian. He says, what are you doing up here? It is so interesting. Just kidding. Meark? Is your brother playing rough? I know this is probably more deco than anything, but I saw it on Poirot and I liked it. Oh. Never mind. I can't do the big one. So let's do the little one. Wrong way. Oops. Like that. I feel like I should move the entire lot back a little. Hey, what is with the pink lines? I mean, you're not wrong, but like, what? connecting block clusters. Oh, right. Because these didn't get raised up. That's rude. Yeah, I'm not trying to place it outside the boundary of the lot. I'm trying to do something funkalicious here. Oh no! It didn't be lining up. Fine. Oop. I'll just give you just a smidge of extra space there. Well, now why haven't you got floor? What did I do wrong? Ugh. No. Okay, I still don't know why all the pink lines. Let's see if I do this and it gives floor. No, why you not gives floor? What the heck? Okay, if I just toggle residential. Yeah, I know, I'm not trying to place it outside the boundary of the lot. Okay. We may as well do the outline for the top floor. Or the second floor. Or the first floor, depending on what part of the world you're from. There we go. Oh, can you stop pulling on my mouse cord, please, silly? And since I know we're gonna have a third floor, may as well go ahead and do this now. So the building is a little more deco than it is 50s, but it's fine. Okay. Cause see, in these corners is where we're gonna put our staircases. Because Maxis was weird. And this is still not considered a floor for some reason. Ugh. Which means I'm gonna manually outline it. Okay. Jeez Louise. Why was that so hard? Okay. Since those guys got an extra space, I'll do an extra space here. Filter it by orange with some good front steps. I do like those actually. Oh, mirror. You know, actually, let's make this whole front area communal patio. Just like a cute wraparound patio. Which means we need orange fence. But like a cute orange fence? You know what? I'm just embracing the deco at this point. There's not really a whole lot of room to have a MERP. There. It's not altogether what I initially wanted, but it does not look horrible. And of course there's no matching fence, no matching stairs, but I'll do that. My goodness. Yeah. I don't want to round the inside of the apartment. Oop. I guess it wouldn't kill us. Yeah. You know what? There we go. Now we need some indoor stairs. This would be the perfect opportunity for spiral staircases, but no. That's the best I can get. No. The same. Okay. Why are you not doing the turn? Yeah. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now we need some good indoor railing. No, we don't want that. Yeah, the glass railing will suffice. Okay. Now we move on to phase 2. Because I'm like, well, actually, let me get doors. Where did you go, reference? There you are. Because we can worry about decor later. Right now we just need windows and doors. You want that door? There we go. Unless I can find a tall. Nope. Okay. Now we need something worthy of an apartment door that comes in orange. Since I guess we're accidentally doing kind of a modern deco hybrid now, need to find something that matches that. I don't want a window door, my goodness. Maybe if I look under light brown, I'll find something warm brown. That's not that bad. No. I think for apartment exterior doors, it's gonna be this one. Unless this one has a nice... that's not horrible. I like it. Let's see. Where were you? Right here. Okay, this room is too tall now, but I guess we can solve that by making everything medium walls. Medium wall, please. There, that's better. Okay, now we need to choose what's going to be the interior door. What is the most plainest? Most plainest. Grammar. Do we want the ranch one? I mean, I guess it's just a basic door. Boink. Boink. Okie dokie. This one's got a bit of extra width to it, it seems. I suppose that's easily fixed. What? You know what? I'll just leave that one as slightly bigger. Bathroom door enters here. Julian is absolutely going hog wild on my Union Jack pillow. You like the pillow, sir? You like the pillow? What are you doing? You washing? You silly. Okay, that's our interior doors on the bottom floor. I guess we need a sliding for the closets. But not the island slide. Is there an orangish shoji slide? I seriously don't know what a WH is, but it's 8 square feet. Oh, water heater. That makes sense. Okay. Actually, were there better entry doors in the medium height? For an individual apartment? Don't think so. I mean, that's a dope door. I wouldn't put it in an individual apartment. Oh yeah, I can do that. You know, I should find the fence that goes with that. Just for safety, you know? We generally prefer it when our Sims don't fall down random holes. Can I delete that? Nope. Can I delete it now? No. Whoops. I guess it's gonna go like that. Maybe we'll put some lamps there or something. Hey. Second verse, different from the first. Oops. We need some clominins. There. Oop. Yeah. Swinky. Foundations. We can use this one. Just basic. Come on, ear. Grab my glasses again. Thank you. Where's platform trims? Can I use platform trims on... No. That's annoying. We don't like that at all. That's even worse. Oh, that's not horrible. Why doesn't it have a matching exterior trim, though? Because of course it doesn't. That's not horrible. Is that one much better, though? Nope. Here we go. The stone doesn't quite match, but it's better. We'll deal with outdoor plants later. Right now... Yeah. I spoke of amenities, and yet thus far I offer none. But that's cool. 'Cause now... Now we're gonna go back here and look for 2-bedroom. Yeah, I know. Oop. We don't need a 2-bedroom under 100 square feet. My goodness. Okay, now we look for something that has a similar layout. I like that house, just as a person. Something with a flat front. Actually, let's not stick to the first page. Let's go to the last page and see what we get. See? Perfect. Oh, it looks like it's the same designer too. Even better. Okay. I'm not sure we wanted longer. Actually. So let's go back to the one we had previously. And look at the length on it. Well, now I do not know where it went. Oh, there it is. 30 feet deep. So we want something about 35 maybe? Oh no. Actually, what we needed was the width to change. It's fine. How's this one look? Maybe. Let's try this one. Yes, I like this one better. Is that Bagel Day or something? Bagel Day. Yay, Bagel Day, I guess. There we go. I accidentally closed the old window and I still needed it. Let's see, where's the entrance? Entrance is over here, so we do this a rotate. And we can put it not quite right there, but functionally, how's here gonna do? I think here will suffice. Yeah. Is this gonna leave us? Yeah, we got some hallway if we do that. Excellent. Okay. And we're just gonna take the... Oh. That's fine. Actually, it is fine. Because we can make the entryway over by the stairs. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Well, now one of these is going to end up being bigger than the other, and there's not really a way around that. I wonder if I can do a funky thing with the rounded doors. Rude. Oop. I don't think there are going to be that many doors that let me put stuff on rounded, but it would be cool if I could. So let's see if this is one of the ones. No, it cannot go into curved. That's fine. I'm still gonna leave the curved. I'll figure out what to do with it later. Don't you tell me invalid rounded room. Fine. Maybe I won't leave it. Okay. There we go. There's our two-bedroom apartments. One of them is slightly bigger than the other. Let me go back down and grab some doors. Now the original floor plan had the doors like right here, but no. I'm gonna put them here. Let's grab our interior doors of choice. We'll find out where the heck they go. Okay, so we got... Don't know who decides to do that, because that just seems like a mess. But here we are. Boink. Boink. Actually, let's make the master bath a little smaller. No, let's not. There we go. Now we save it because it's been a hot minute. A hot minute. My goodness. Then we go to the top floor. And we go look for a third floor plan. Up that. And look for, again, something with a similar style. No. Needs to be something a little closer to square. Something without a garage. How do you look? Something with a flat front. Kind of close to square, please. Doesn't have to be exactly square. Why have you only got one bath? Or is that 2 baths? That's 2 baths. 3 beds, 2 baths? Yeah, that'll work. For our fancy penthouse. Yeah, floor plans are extremely hard for me too, which is literally why I go to floorplans.com, because otherwise it will be a symmetrical box. Gonna put it this way. Eh. Now this thing includes some stairs, but we're not gonna do stairs. Kitchen is closed off. Oops. I feel like I should do something with the stairs though. But no. I had a CL on here, so I'm gonna decide that's the utility room for like the washer and dryer. And the door was like over here. Whoever's living up in this one has got the fancy schmancy going. Interior doors. I may have once again overestimated the size of this particular floor plan in relation to the building. Because I think everything's supposed to be a little bit smaller. It's fine though. Bathroom door. Bathroom door. Bedroom. 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 And then we need an archway. I was hoping for something a little wider than that. I don't want that style. There. That goes into the kitchen. I feel like I should be giving the upstairs apartments patios, but actually, instead of the two individual staircases up, wait, hang on, what? Oh yeah, could take this one. And then do this with it. No, we are wanting to erase. There we go. Now we can do things like the third floor has game night. In here. And what other kind of things does my actual apartment complex have? I don't like that arch. Communal stargazing? Yeah, let's go back to that fence. Okay, put a telescope out there, maybe I don't know. See, I did really like this door, so we're gonna put it here. I do feel like if I can do a curved wall here, I should. Yeah. Yeah. Like this. Haha. There we go. Now we get that door I liked. We do need the clear fence here, though. There. Ish. Rounded walls always make things stupid. Nope. That's the one I meant to click. Because we want it open. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. And here too, geez. Anywhere else finish? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work, so... Okay. Here's what we gonna do. Ah, here's what I'll call it. L'Orange Nouveau, the new orange. Okay, then we're gonna replace everything with a half wall. Maybe a lower half wall, because this is inaccessible rooftop. Okay, no rounded half walls. So we're going back to the fence option. That works. Rude. Extra rude. Fine. Ceiling is just gonna have a boring diagonal instead of a curve. It's fine. Is there something just a smidge fancier? It's not really orange, but... don't need the Tomarang fence. Something that's only a little fancy. Oh, that's not bad. A rooftop fence. That's closer to what I'm talking about. Does this fence point out Humpty Dumpty may not be an egg? Nope. could have sworn there was a fence that literally called out the fact that Humpty Dumpty was never actually stated to be an egg. There we go. As always, we must be rid of floating floor spares. There we go. Uh-oh, now it thinks this is outside. That's one thing that sucks about using about using the funky walls. I wonder. Ah. Also, no. There we go. If I do this, and then delete the floor, does not have proper lighting? Nope. Hey, that's not what I wanted. There we go. At least if the inside isn't gonna have rude. Fine. Okay. Oh, now it thinks this whole thing is outdoors because it cannot be. Fine. What if I do this? Fine. It's gonna have to be just a plain, ordinary, diagonal, instead of a funky, fun, and fresh rounded. Jerk. Let's see. Sorry, some of these stream safe beats are an absolute jam. Actually, I'm not sorry. What am I saying? I'm enjoying myself. Okay. We got the basic doors. Now it's time to get the basic windows. Windows. Oh. Those are a jam. Not sure they're appropriate for this building, but I like them. Let's put some here. Can't place on curved walls. To quote Amelia Pond, then what is the point of you? Those are nice communal windows. And we can have them in the community game room. Apartment complexes don't usually have built-in bars, do they? They don't. There, we got our community windows, almost. I will be right back. I'm out of beverage. All right. Now we've got the ground floor plans. Actually, let's continue on the communal hall first. Let's do some lamps. Lighting. Plugs. For the entrance, that doesn't quite have the grandeur we're talking about. Okay, you know what? Instead of just orange, I'm gonna include light brown because sometimes light brown is actually like a, whatever that orangey red wood is. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not sure that's entirely appropriate. Actually, styles. Do we have anything in the deco department? Oh, glory, that is huge. That's fine. We have a tool for that in The Sims 4. Almost. Okay, so these are going to be our lights going throughout the hallway. Just not our grand entry hall lamps. Can I put that there? Yeah. Actually, no. The stairway zone will use sconces. See, because that's going to be too low in this hall. And that's too simple. So let's nix the deco for now, or add vintage? No. Let's add mid-century. So we got mid-century or deco. And yet there's still no good dramatic entry lights. Just do basics. See, I like this one. That'll do. Maybe we shrink it one. Yeah. Now we need wall lights for outdoors. Something sconcy-woncy. Why are there so few orange things? I don't know what this one is, but it kind of works. Yeah, those are outdoor sconces, I guess. These can be our indoor sconces for communal areas. Oh, these do not give much light at all. Okay, we're going back to this. What I honestly need is for that thing to also be a wall sconce. And I have the power to do just that at some point. Maybe this should be 2 lights. Instead of the one in the middle. Okay, that's better. Oh, well, that wasn't where I wanted to put that, but I mean, it doesn't not work. Hey. There. And let's do one over. There. Hey, what happened to my other apartment door? Rude. There. Yeah. It's kind of like that. That looks so haphazard and not planned. There. Now, oops, let's get our filters back. We had basics, mid-century, and Art Deco. We had orange and light brown. So now we need something for the game room. Weak sauce lamp. But it'll do for now. That's not bad. Ah, 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 ah. There's not an orange mailbox. Of course there's not. Not pink. Orange. There's only that kind. You don't want the graffitied on kind. Lame. Fine. You come get your mail right here. Cannot intersect with walls. Okay, yeah. We put a sconce over by the mailbox. There. Like so. Let's do the outside while we're orange. Like brown. Does this look any good? I mean, it looks good, it's just... maybe we go stone here. One of the terracottas. Where's that tile? That's under masonry. Excellent. we need to figure out what the heck the exterior of the building is covered in. I'm guessing masonry. I want it to be vibrant, but like, oh, come on. Why do you still think that's the outside? Ugh. Fine. This is why I don't usually use rounded walls. Something inevitably goes wiggity whack. This actually doesn't look bad though. It's probably due to how I initially made the rooms instead of building them in one big building with 3 buildings and encased them. It's kind of weird, but do I like the stone better than the terracotta stucco? I think I do actually. Oh, it only thinks that part is indoors. Wild. Wild, weird, and wacky. And yet so easily fixed. Yeah. I mean, the orangeness of that is kind of arguable, but it's not bad. But here is where I'm gonna take a break because I need to go eat. So I will be back after I eat and maybe watch another episode of Poirot.